in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Junk.
Du coup, maintenant, je suis qu'à 35 abonnés. Du coup, désolé pour le like qui s'est coupé encore une fois. Merci beaucoup, mais je vais rien dire que...
He said he was at home.
Du coup, j'en avais 38 avant et maintenant j'en ai que 35. Bon, bah du coup, bon, c'est pas grave, hein.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up to that. A citation, at least.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
What are you doing in here?
From the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him.
Seems irrelevant.
Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier.
Je les coupe en rondelles, les pommes de terre.
Ouais.
Ah non mais ça n'avait pas fini encore, je vous ai coupé, je vous adresse alors l'information que vous êtes qui parviennent. On s'en fout, on a eu la deuxième partie.
Tac, tac, tac. Ok, ok. C'est ici pourtant.
Mais c'est ouf, hein. Ah, je vais trouver un indice en plus. Là logiquement il est mort, hein. Le mec est mort. Maintenant pour rejoindre le pigeon. On a dit sa voisine. En haut carrément.
Saw that big case.
Ah oui, ils se font monter en haut, carrément. Après. Non mais pose là.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Et...
Je vais vous arrêter, vous êtes des tueurs, j'en suis sûr. J'avais vu juste depuis le début. Allez, excellent, je vais vous arrêter. Je vais vous plaquer si possible. Allez, surtout, pour un écrivain, c'est pas une histoire. Incroyable. Allez. Je crois un peu que c'est bon.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Pas les minutes, hein. Moi, je vais pas réussir à l'arrêter. Allez, je peux pas lui tirer dessus, voilà. Allez, amuse-toi.
À la limite, on peut tirer dessus, mais non.
talk about this? Can't we talk about this?
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's gotta be McCaffrey. Unless Tyranny set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fucker.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Du coup, au poste de police. Hein.
Better them than me.
Faut que je fasse cuire les oignons ou non? Non?
Pas trop.
Je les fais à point, c'est tout?
Doré, il faut les faire.
C'est tout? Je mets de l'ail?
Non.
Sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jim?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson's an aberration.
All right.
C'est facile, hein,
I'll deal with
pourtant.
that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, Caffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Alors...
You ready to answer some questions?
Tout va
I think I
l'enfant.
have all the answers.
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective.
Forcément, il y a que ça.
Let's see where this takes
Alors,
us.
direction commissariat central. C'est reparti.
Sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan.
Du coup, j'écoute mon gars ce qu'il va me dire. Parce que je suis en train de le suivre. Non. Voilà, comme ça.
Là, c'est là qu'il coupe pas la lame, elle coupe pas la lame.
Ouais, coupe pas.
Samouraï! Ça y est, ça y est.
Tiens, tu vas voir, ça coupera pas maintenant. Allez.
You guys got somewhere you need to be? You're ruining the ambiance.
Merde, c'est pas lui qu'il fallait faire. Bon, bon.
Back here! I've not said my piece yet. You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Doesn't look good, Grover. It's either you or Tiernan from where we're sitting.
Personally, I think Evelyn is better off, but I had nothing to do with it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard. And what do you have that proves I was there?
You're going to have to do better than
What's
that,
up?
detective.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grover.
Si tu m'as menti, mon gars,
Make
tu
it
vas
stick,
voir.
detective.
Je te rechappe et je
The
te
party has
fous en
good
prison.
lawyers.
Il est où l'autre, déjà?
I want to make homicide. I mean,
Déjà, il vote. c'est pas cela. Voilà, c'est...
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn? Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. He always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. I'm not so sure.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them. Clear gems and pin setting machines.
Je me souviens plus. Alors, est-ce qu'on avait un truc par rapport à ça? Bac et maison de nom, bac en grande avoir, vie de misère, ça la concerne elle. D'accord. Ah ouais, il n'y avait pas ça là. Ah voilà. Du whisky. Pour un garçon.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that. And there's no way you can prove any different.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it! Calme-toi, c'est pas mon douceur. J'ai trouvé grâce à ça.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble. Don't ask, you never find out.
Ouais.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found the wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey.
McCaffrey was a hero.
He had nothing but hatred for you and Evelyn.
Did you kill her? Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange.
Kicked her out.
She always wore it.
She had nowhere to go.
Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was making a little typewriter key. Present from the prop department of her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find. We went to his apartment.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Evelyn stole the
Putting you through now.
McCaffrey went crazy when he found out.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need this jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
C'est bon, stop.
Just a moment, detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convicted for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
Je suis encore chez ma femme.
Don't talk to me about Evelyn anymore. It's too... Can't take it.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple of parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Really happened.
No man should be without history, detective. Mine is colorful, but nothing more.
Ah merde. J'ai perdu. Bon, quoi.
I want the confession from one of them.
Donc on va...
You think those ice boys? Why did you run?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
She was old enough to be your mother, Tiernan. You banging her?
That's none of your business.
You a mama's boy, Tiernan?
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
You're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before.
McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
I don't know what happened last night.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Ah ouais, il y avait pas ça là. Ah voilà. Du whisky. Pour un garçon.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book.
She got up and left. That was it.
McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
She left.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department of the old movie studio.
We want to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Have access to a lug wrench. There's a lot.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective.
You told us you barely knew
Let's see
Evelyn.
where this takes us.
Hung around. I had very little.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
You have to do better than that, Grover. We know about you and Evelyn.
You have to do better than that.
And a
We
boring
know
one
about
at
you and
that.
Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
La lettre du coup. Lettre déchirée.
Seems there's a serious gulf between what you think
Seems
you know
there's
and
a
what
serious
you
gulf
actually
between what you think you know and what you actually do,
Ah
detective.
merde, c'est pas ça. Je suis débile, non? Pourquoi j'ai fait ça?
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
Alibi de McCaffrey.
I was at home,
Evelyn died sometime
writing.
around midnight.
I'm working on a manuscript.
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Bah là encore une fois, ouais non c'est une connerie. Mais hé, je fais que de la merde aujourd'hui. Bah je vais encore l'accuser.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the
Lying,
rail yard.
McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
I was there.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Parce que justement, lettre déchirée. Eh oui, ça on le sait.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
After you were done beating
What are you
Evelyn,
talking about?
you searched her and found her mother's letter.
After you were done
That old
beating
lady's
Evelyn,
anguish
you searched
amused
her and
you.
found her mother's letter.
I know
That
nothing
old
about a
lady's
letter or
anguish
Evelyn's
amused
goddamn
you.
mother.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's
So what was it
goddamn
doing on your
mother.
writing desk? I don't know. But
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
somebody else did.
I don't know, but
Exercise
I didn't put it there, somebody else did.
Try
Ça
exercising
va.
the powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Il n'a pas l'air serein de ouf. Est-ce qu'on avait quelque chose?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened
Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
Operator, give me R&I. Phelps, 1247.
Operator, give me dispatch.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Conviction for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks.
Alors...
I say we busted.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
James Tiernan, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. I believe you didn't know what you were doing. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. That's the best I can do for you now.
Comme on avait l'accusation de Tiernan, là on a l'accusation de McCaffrey. Et donc,
Du coup, on a réussi ou on n'a pas réussi?
I'm going to assume that you both have very good excuses for what happened in my station today. You had a perfectly good candidate for a capital case, and somehow managed to choose a weak-willed sub-sister, while the murderous Red walks scot-free. I'm having doubts about what you're prepared to do to make a case, Phelps. If ever there was a time for manufacturing evidence, or extracting a confession, this was it! Now get out of my sight! Run down pickpockets and fruit flies, and leave the real work for men of substance.
C'était dur le show. pas grave. Une étoile, c'est pas grave. C'est toujours ça gagner. Oh,
we have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon's in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first and try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. We can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes!
I'm in charge here, Sergeant!
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!
Allez, encore une automatique. Ça va être quoi cette fois-ci?
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
Alors, on va lire cette première lettre.
Another snippet from the Shelley.
Ok.
To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. No one else but the killer knew about this message. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller...
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush.
What?
The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers would be over for a start, Jack.
Huh? Oh.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in a public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square.
T'as réussi la
Come on, we have a clue. Captain? Thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
C'est quoi compromis?
Quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ton collègue. Allez, c'est parti.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Monsieur.
Regarde le boursin.
Gently.
2 secondes, je suis en vidéo, s'il te plaît. 2 secondes, 2 secondes. 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 2 secondes, 2 secon Quoi? Ouais. Elle est pas morte, Masako, je pense, non, non.
Rather you than me, Phelps.
Ah.
You know the local hobos use that.
Mettre en haut. Comme par hasard.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day.
Ah.
Where next? Elizabeth Short. Betty Short. Black Dahlia.
D'accord.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking
Bon, on
us.
retourne à la
I don't
voiture.
like this freak leading us around with the corner.
On va retourner à la voiture. Non. Qui? Bon, quoi faire maintenant? C'est ça le truc. Non. Alors, ok, on a la fontaine de Chourance, là, je sais pas quoi, là. C'est bon, là. Fontaine de merde, là. Fontaine. Fontaine de Chourance. Ta gueule. Bon, quoi faire? Attends, je suis bloqué là-dessus maintenant.
Et c'est le montage là, c'est aujourd'hui sur les Noirs. Très heureux de vous retrouver pour la suite aujourd'hui avec Studio d'une.
Ouais, ferme.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
C'est bien, toi, on est bloqué sur la fontaine.
Ah, oh là là, on va devoir faire la carte de la ville. C'est la carte principale pour réviser les monuments et choisir une destination. Ah d'accord. Donc, comment je fais back? Non, c'est pas ça?
C'est ça.
Pour avoir la carte de la ville. Pour avoir la carte. Attends, c'est ce que je veux dire pour avoir la carte. Jouer de carrière dans le
I'm stumped. Ideas?
How many caves are full of flowers in L.A.? Maybe it's a painting that looks like it.
On tourne là, ok. Carte.
C'est pas les points d'interrogation, il faut aller voir. C'est pas les points d'interrogation ici. Là, on a quoi ici? On a le commissariat central, ok. On a un point d'interrogation. Ah, non, il est ici aussi, ici. Véhicule caché. D'accord. Là, c'est le véhicule. Et là, qu'est-ce qu'on a par exemple ici? L'église de la Couronne. Ouais, donc je sais pas où c'est en fait. C'est un peu les archives. Peut-être qu'il m'a dit un tableau, tout ça. Ils sont là, ce lieu comme destination. Ah, apparemment c'est là. Et si je vais sur un autre lieu, est-ce qu'ils me disent de le choisir? Ah ouais, pareil. Bon, on va quand même essayer ce truc-là. Je vais aller goûter complètement les archives sur à 2 km de 15 mètres de large. La veille à représenter une grotte de montagne recouverte de plantes. Ah, C'est ça, sûrement. C'est ça. Allez, on va te pointer là. L'église de la Couronne? Ouais, je sais pas où c'est en fait. Ah, quoique les archives.
Quoique que les gencives, je sais pas quoi. Là. Bon, on va commencer par là. Hein. Toujours en premier, après on verra.
Him. Really him. The fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. You may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citation. What a day to be a cop. Pencil pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Units to citizen reports a 211 in progress at 9th and Grand. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
C'est par là. Archive.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Monter là-haut. C'est bien tout ça, mais t'es où, très cher collègue? Ah, t'es là. Si je te suis.
Let's go.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Oula. Faut aller très doucement. Non! Il faut aller vraiment doucement, doucement. Ouh, ça commence à être chaud là le jeu. Non. Putain. Ah là 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 là. D'accord, mais il fait redneck ou quoi? Ah.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch. From the temple's high of man's ear and eye, roofed over
Ça va, tu
sculptures
saignes plus du nez, mon pauvre?
Where have I seen that?
Non, mais t'es vraiment bête, toi. De pouvoir saigner, tout saigner.
Jesus Christ, close it off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing, damn it. Come on!
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No, a yellow gold wristwatch.
From Mulder Day.
Yes, and a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
On a trouvé un indice. Ah non, il faut retourner sur la carte. Du coup.
Apparemment c'est là. Mais si je vais sur un autre lieu aussi, je peux le choisir. Ah ouais, pareil. Bon, on va quand même essayer ce truc-là. Les touches malgothiques du bâtiment et des archives surplombent un 2 près de 15 mètres de large. La veille représente des grottes de montagnes recouvertes de plantes. Ah, de fleurs sauvages. Je sais, une sculpture. Une sculpture et poésie. Donc c'est les endroits où il y a des textes. Waouh. Alors attends, bon. On voit sur la carte s'il y a ce que je pense. Attends, on est par là, il y aurait-il pas quelque chose pas trop loin? Pas trop loin, on va voir ici ce qu'on a. Véhicule caché, non, c'est pas ça à quoi je pense. Église. Non, je pense pas que ce serait une église. Bon, ça peut, mais je pense pas que c'est ça. Moi je pensais à une bibliothèque plutôt. Voir. Quoi, c'est que là, rien. Ici, parce que c'est un commissariat, je crois. Ouais, et quand même, on a vu un véhicule caché. Là, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah, le bibliothèque municipale.
Non. C'est dans la lettre C. Non, non, non. Véhicule caché, je m'en fous de véhicule caché. Nous, on est là. Est-ce que je suis différent? Je sais ça. Bon, allez, on va aller là.
Whoa there!
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. Got you now, genius. Come on.
I get the point.
Ouais, du coup, c'est ça. Quand tu veux. Du coup, c'est où? Du coup, il faut aller à la police municipale, c'est pas possible. Elle est où cette fameuse police municipale, là, la con? Putain, mais c'est où ce truc? On va trouver à force. Non, il y a pas d'endroit, je peux entrer. Ah, voilà. deux fois je vois ce métation. Ça me paraît chelou ce tasse.
Phelps. I read about him in the newspaper.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Oh, attends, c'est facile.
Phelps, step out of the vehicle. I've got an urgent call.
C'est les gars, je prends une toiture. Y a rien. Bon mes amis, je vous dis à cette prochaine vidéo. Ciao tout le monde. Abonnez-vous sur ma chaîne YouTube. Ciao.